Hi, this is Miss Harrell, and I'm going to go over a few tips and tricks for solving volumes of cones and volumes of spheres. Now, you need to remember that you're going to get a star chart. You have this information readily available to you, but there are some tips that we want you to do to understand the equations and formulas a little bit better. So we're going to start right here. And I want to be able to identify what shape this is, okay? So if you're looking at this shape right here, this is a cone. And when I look on my formula chart, I notice that this is the formula that's given to us for a cone. And we have to remember when we're looking at a cone has a point and it has a base. And that base is a circle, okay? So this big B represents what it sits on, the flat two-dimensional object. It's a circle. So this base, we look at it as the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So when I'm looking at this object, I want to figure out which formula looks on the left looks like this object. So the first thing I think about is when I'm looking at a cone, the height is the distance from the circle to the point. Now, sometimes that could be flat, it could be flipped over on its side, it could be tilted, but what we're looking from the center of the circle to the point, that's the height. So I know that this 13 is going to be this H. So I know it's going to be one of these. And I also know that it's got to be 1/3, so I can automatically toss out this. And I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this. I have to have pi r squared. Our r is our radius, which is 5, so our correct formula is this C. Now let's look at how to put it in our calculator. If I know it's C, I'm going to do 1 divided by 3. And then to get pi is above the caret, so I hit second and the little caret button, that will give me pi. And then I have to do 5, and I'm going to do up arrow. And now see it's up here for the exponent, 2. And I need this number because my 13 needs to go back down. I'm going to move it to the right, type in 13. And my answer is 340.339. Now, I need to round to the hundredths. So when I do that, it becomes 340 and 34. Okay, because most of the time our formula charts our questions are going to require us to round to the hundredth. That's why you're looking to see what's the hundredth. Okay. Now that my picture's back. So I've got one more image we're going to look at. Okay, here I have this picture here. And I want to know which formula belongs with this picture. Okay, so you would look up and determine what shape it is. Is it a cone, a cylinder, or a sphere? It's a sphere. So on my formula chart, when I look at my formula chart, it tells me this is the formula for sphere. So I can automatically cross out 1/3 here and 1/3 here. Now, I'm going to fill in the pieces. 4/3, 4/3, pi. And now I have this radius. What is our radius? Our radius is from the center to the bottom. Now, anytime you see a line that goes all the way across your circle from one side to the other, that's your diameter. And your radius is equal to your diameter divided by 2. So if I look at 18 divided by 2, that gives me 9. I know my radius is 9. So 9 squared, 9 squared. Now, there is nothing else to this formula. So this one's not correct, and this is. And let's plug this into our calculator to see what our answer is. I want to undo that. Just take as much room. So I type in 4 divided by 3, and then I use the number pi, and then 9, and I need this third, so I press the up arrow, 3, and I hit enter. My answer is 3053 and 628. Now, I want to stop at the hundredths, so I look. Do I need to round up? Yes, I do. So it's going to actually be 3053.63 because 1 up from 62 is 63. I hope this helps.